Hey everybody, Corey here with another first impressions video. This time we are looking at the Bestech Texel. This is the green version, and this is actually a gift for my mom for her birthday. So this is going to be the first impressions video with the new understanding that a first impressions video means that I will not have the knife long term. I will not be putting out a full review on this knife because I'm giving it away. It's going to my mom. So that's that. Wanted to get started here, just talk about some basic specs. You're dealing with a D2 blade. We're dealing with what I believe are phosphorus bronze washers, or phosphor bronze, I'm sorry, not phosphorus. Kind of see them in there. You can't really. I'm pretty sure it's not bearings. That being said, this action is actually very smooth. It is impressively smooth, and I haven't taken this apart and lubed it. It's basically not broken in. I've kind of played with it today, but it's, you know, it's really had no break-in time. This is, the action is really great on this. We've got G10 handle scales here, and I really like what they did here. In the middle, they left it grippy, so you can kind of see this texture here. But on the sides, where it's chamfered, where they did that chamfering, it's extremely smooth. It's almost perfectly smooth. And what that means is that the knife ends up being comfortable as you grip it. It ends up being very ergonomic, and the edges basically have no hot spots whatsoever, but you still get a good grip on the middle because it's got that grippy texture on it. These do come in a few different models in terms of aesthetics. They got all kinds of wacky colors. This one's jade green because I think it's the one my mom would like the most, and it's got this kind of gray satin finish on the swedge. The pocket clip, it's a little low, but you know, I'm one of those people who I just don't care about pocket clips, and I don't understand, or I'm sorry, I don't care about pocket clip depth. I've never been the kind of person who feels the need to hide my knife. I must conceal my knife. You know, some people treat their knives like they're guns. I don't get it. But hey, I just wanted to point this out. This is a little low. You got like a 1/2 inch knife sticking out of your pocket. If you can't handle that, I guess this isn't the knife for you. You got a lanyard hole that you can see right there. That's a G10 backspacer. Oh, what else are we looking at? We got a sheepsfoot style blade, which I've actually really come to like over my time reviewing knives and getting so many knives in my hand. A sheepsfoot blade is a very functional blade, and it really lends itself to cutting along the edge of something. Those kinds of pull cuts where first you get the tip in, and then you kind of just drag to create the line that you want. If you haven't tried a sheepsfoot style blade, it's actually really nice. It's a very functional style of blade. The G10, it looks good, it feels good. The fit and finish is really nice. It's so tiny, but I love that the Bestech logo comes, you know, perfectly horizontal. It's just a nice touch. There's another in terms of fit and finish. This AP, I forget who the designer is. I'll probably put it in the description or something like that. This is engraved. That actually has depth to it. That is not going anywhere. You can actually feel that when you run over it with your finger. That's really nice. For the record, they don't come with a mirror edge. I did this because, again, I'm giving it to my mother for her birthday. All in all, what you're getting here, D2, G10, you got a lanyard hole, it's ergonomic, the action is great, it's an aesthetically pleasing blade to me. I like when a company does, you know, the swedge highlight with a different color. You know, this one happens to be gray. The satin finish on the blade is nice. I love the flat grind. This is definitely a thicker blade. But based on what I'm seeing here, you know, with a sheepsfoot geometry and with a flat grind, it's kind of screaming to be used. It's screaming to actually be put to work. And I think that's where a thicker blade comes in handy. You know, this isn't meant for fine slicing on your paper tests. This is for, you know, processing cardboard and going to work. It's for whatever you want it to be for, honestly. Come on, you're collecting knives, you're buying knives. You're using a knife, whatever you want it for. But I'm just saying, don't hold the thick blade against it. You know what you're buying when you get into it, and it's a relatively thick blade to do some work. Centering is perfect. Can't complain. And with an action like this, seeing that centering has not suffered, that's actually really nice. Like I said, fit and finish has been very impressive. These liners are perfectly flush with the G10. It's just nice. Lockup, we're looking at about 30 to 40% on that liner lock. The jimping here is, it's smooth, but it's aggressive enough to easily get a good grip on it when you need to lock the knife. And then same thing, the jimping on the knife itself, it is moderately aggressive, but I would say it's not uncomfortable in the least. It is as grippy as I would want it to be. It's not too slippery to the point where it's pointless, but it's not so aggressive to the point where it actually chews up your thumb. In terms of how it carries, it's really not that thick. They did a good job with that pocket clip, keeping it kind of low, keeping it on that angle, and the flipper tab is pretty obscure as well. The angle that this sits in your pocket at, it kind of lends itself. You can see this is with the clip going straight down into your pocket. So the flipper tab is really out of the way of anything that would be in your pocket. So all in all, again, in summary, what do we got? D2 blade, great fit and finish. It's on washers, but it has a great action. It's perfectly centered. Again, the action is good. You basically get it to drop shut. It's only going to get better when you break it in. The centering is perfect. The pocket clip might give you crap if you're the kind of person who wants your knife deep in your pocket. I will say also the pocket clip, it's not adjustable. Whatever model you get, if you get a right-handed one, it is right-handed. If you get a left-handed one, I might be talking out my ass because I don't know if they sell left-handed ones. But just know, you cannot change the pocket clip. So overall, I'd say for 50 bucks, this is A-okay in my book. You're getting a lot here for 50 bucks, and it's just a really nice knife. And with all the options you have in terms of finishes and handle colors, you can really customize this. And if you're the kind of person who wants your knife to say something about you, you can make this that way. So hopefully you got something out of this. Again, there won't be a full review on this because I'm giving it to my mother, but I think I've said everything I needed to say. It's a darn good knife for 50 bucks. If you've been thinking about getting it, I say take the plunge, give it a chance. This is Corey. I'll talk to you later.